Among our partners also is Leadership Fort Worth, and I'm a proud product of Leadership Fort Worth. I want to recognize Harriet Harall, the Executive Director of Leadership Fort Worth. And can I ask those TCC staff and faculty members who are present who are graduates or current students within Leadership Fort Worth to stand and be recognized. See, Harriet, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about partners. I don't think Harriet will allow us to go a year without having a Leadership Fort Worth student, but they learn quite a bit. We learn quite a bit through Leadership Fort Worth. I have to tell you the fact that I moved here from New York and moved into Leadership Fort Worth was quite a blessing. It helped connected me with the community and with how the city works and so forth. And I even had lunch in a cemetery, something I never did in my life. So it was new beginnings for me when I moved here because of Leadership Fort Worth. And we have with us Tracy Dobbins is with us as well. Tracy, where's Tracy? Outside. Okay. And there are others who couldn't be with us, like Cindy Boyd and so forth. And Ms. Jenkins will introduce others who she's working with as part of this, this Ascend to Success program. Co-project managers, going back to another partner with Fort Worth ISD is Ms. June Davis, Director of Special Programs. And also shout out to Crowley ISD because in her second life, that's where she resides as president and presides as president of Crowley School Board. Again, you'll hear from Tina Jenkins. I want to talk a little bit about partnership and our partnership with Fort Worth ISD. I have to tell you that where I came from, I worked in the last position with the City University of New York as Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. And one of the things that was really heartbreaking as I left that university was that the relationship with the public schools in the city of New York were falling apart. That's where middle colleges began, that whole movement within the City University of New York. And it saddens me and made me sad when I was leaving to know that the university was evicting all of those middle schools and high schools to make space for other programs and so forth. But we enjoy a hearty relationship with Fort Worth ISD, or Generation Hope After School Program, which is a STEM program that operates within 9 middle schools within Fort Worth ISD. Our text prep program that operates for 7 weeks during the summer serves those same 6th, 7th, and 8th graders within those 9 middle schools. We have our very own TCC South Fort Worth ISD Collegiate High School that opened this past August. We're finishing our first year, and we're getting ready to bring in another 125 students into the second freshman class. So that program is growing by leaps and bounds. And then we have dual credit that is also growing by leaps and bounds. And we're especially proud of Dunbar and the work that we're doing there with Principals Jade Miller. If you would stand and take a bow. And the bridge program, the summer bridge program that we are hoping to launch this summer with Dunbar and O.E. Wyatt to make sure that students who are moving from 9th grade to 10th grade with some deficiencies, or who are moving into 9th grade with deficiencies, brought into a collegiate environment to help inspire and challenge them. This is also part of that work. And I'm also proud of the fact that this past week, working with the Rotary Club of Fort Worth East and Tarrant County College Foundation, the Rotary Club that I'm a member of awarded 3 scholarships to 3 students, one from Dunbar, one from Poly, and one from O.D. White. And the stories of these students will break your hearts because none of these 3 students had planned to go to college because they couldn't see a way or didn't think that they could afford it. And with $1,500 per year for each of them, they have a different promise and a different perspective. And I look forward to working with each of them. One will be in our fire science program at the Northwest campus. Another will be studying art here on South Campus. And the third will be studying nursing at the Trinity River campus. So that's our partnership. And today we launch Send to Success that you will hear more about. So welcome. Glad you're here. Look forward to having and continuing to strengthen our relationship with Fort Worth ISD.
I first want to reintroduce Dr. Jordan has already introduced these members, so they'll come up accordingly in the order. So I know that Mr. Ramos was not be able to be with us, so I'm going to ask Dr. Morrison if she will come and say a couple of words for a few minutes to give you some encouragement, and then if you all will just come up accordingly, and the rest of the administrators as you're listed. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jenkins, and let's give Dr. Jenkins a round of applause. She earned her PhD this semester, and we're so very proud of her for enduring through that struggle. I simply want to say thanks to each and every one of you for coming to the Tarrant County College South Campus. This campus will celebrate 50 years actually next year, and they're already planning. This was the first of the Tarrant County College campuses to open, and it's still, I would say, my favorite. College is a wonderful place, and I want to thank you for coming tonight, but what I want to encourage you is to come back to this campus again, to tell somebody what a wonderful place it is, and to bring someone with you. We serve people of all ages. There's something on this campus for everyone. 6 months to 106 or 96. So I want to encourage you to come back again and to explore the wonderful options and opportunities that the college offers to all of you. If you just need a little place to come and see beauty and see people with smiles on their faces, doing encouraging things, there's a place here for that. We have an important concept that we instituted. It's called sticky spaces. Because what we want is for our students to come to campus and to feel comfortable just sitting, learning, absorbing, studying. And so that's what I want the whole campus to be for you, a sticky space. There's a place here where you can come to grow any idea that you have. So thank you for coming. One of my greatest pleasures of the years of service that I've given has been to encourage people that I meet to follow their dreams, to continue to refine the skills that they have, to get more education, and to share that with the people in their communities, the people they meet every day, and the people around them that are part of their families. So when you leave, go and tell somebody you were at a wonderful place, Tarrant County College South Campus in the beautiful Energy Technology Center, and come back again and bring somebody. Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I bring greetings on behalf of the Fort Worth ISD School Board. This is so exciting to me this evening, this kickoff. And I say that because this partnership between Leadership Fort Worth ISD, and TCC, Tarrant County College, will promote so much success for our students. And that's one reason I'm excited. This will be particularly true for the students of Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School, which is one of the schools in the district that I serve. So you know I'm very excited. There are many exciting things happening at Dunbar High School. Our principal is here, Sajade Miller. Where are you? Oh, hi. So this is really good timing for a Sin to Success program, for the program, because we know that this will have a positive impact on the lives of so many of our children. By all of us working together, our students will have opportunities and experiences that they never dreamed could happen for them. Today, you know, it takes more than a village. It takes villages working together as a team on behalf of our students to provide and meet our students' needs. What we provide to students as a team will not only improve student achievement, it will open doors and smooth pathways for today's students to become successful adults. So I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for participating. Those of you that implemented the program and that will be working with our students in the program, I want to say thank you. And as I take my seat, I want to say that I am a graduate of Tarrant County College. And it's been a while, so I will not discuss the year. But I was a graduate through their nursing program.
Good evening. Buenas noches. Nice to see you. It is very fulfilling for me to be able to come to an event like this and see young people and chat with the parents of our students and talk about their future and hopes and dreams and the challenges that they've all encountered. When I looked at my calendar and saw this event on it today, I wanted to learn more about Ascend to Success, and I see here in the brochure it says Ascend to Success is dedicated to educating and supporting young adults like yourselves through their high school years. During this program, you will learn what it takes to be successful, to develop a plan, and to act on that plan. So let's talk about those three things: being successful, planning, and acting on that plan. So this is for the young people of all ages, because sometimes I think we can always learn, and we talk about being a lifelong learner. We talk to our students how important it is for them to be lifelong learners. Well, all of us can be lifelong learners, kids of all ages. And I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And I think that's a healthy thing. I hope it's a healthy thing. So what is success? What I would tell the young people here, obviously, many of us have opportunities and some of us have many obstacles that we have to overcome. But one feature of success in my experience has been effort. Effort is part of the equation. You have to earn things and work hard, and there's something called sweat equity. That if you put in the sweat equity, typically opportunities happen to those people who are working hard. And we have some systemic institutional problems in our society, but I think individuals can rise to the occasion. The other message that I would like to share with you on success is that success breeds success. Find out what you love, find out what's in your heart, what you're good at, and when you have success with that, other opportunities come to you. Success breeds success. Another message that I tell my kids, I have two teenagers, one's in college and one's in high school here in Fort Worth, and I tell both of them that you know who successful people hang around with? Other successful people. There's a phrase in Spanish my grandmother used to tell us. It says, "Dime con quien andas y te diré quién eres." Tell me who you walk with, and I will tell you who you are. Kind of birds of a feather, right? And that's that. So successful people hang out with success. Knuckleheads hang out with knuckleheads. Mediocre people, successful. So be a successful person. You have all the opportunity in front of you. So that's about success. About planning. My father told me this. Planning. So I have all my notes. I could come up here and just wing it. I've given 100 speeches. Or I could plan a little bit. So there, right when I got here and I saw that my name was on the program, I jotted down some notes. So I underlined the word success and I put some ideas there. Around planning, I believe in the 5 Ps. You know what the 5 Ps are? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So that, you know, what they say, if you fail to plan, then plan to fail. So planning is important. You know what I'm going to do tonight before I go down, lay in my bed and knock out within 30 seconds probably, is I'm going to look at my calendar for tomorrow and see what I have on it and start planning for tomorrow. The last thing, so it talked about what it takes to be successful, to develop a plan, and learn to act. Action. Sitting on a couch, looking on a screen, or playing a video game is a fun way to pass time, but you have to get up and you have to act to be successful. You have to plan for it too, though. We say vision. If I have a vision, what do you want to be? Where, you know, what's one wish that you have? That's a vision. Vision without action is a daydream. If you're thinking but you're not acting, you're just dreaming. But here's the flip side of that. Action without vision is a nightmare. If you just run around acting, you don't have a plan. So you have to plan. So we're talking about being successful. Hang out with good people. Find out the goodness in you and hang out with good people. Plan. Figure out what you want to do tomorrow. If you have a meeting. I've got something on Saturday, so I got to figure out what I need to wear or what I need to bring. So I have to plan ahead of time. And then action. You have to act on things. Finally, one of the things I've learned too in giving speeches, they say the 3 B's: be brief, be brilliant, and be done. Right? I know I can promise 2 of those things. I can be brief and I can be done. One of those is up in the air. But finally, Fort Worth ISD. You met one of our board of trustees. Who's been on the board for many years and given great leadership to this community, and has been a great mentor and leader and guide for me in terms of understanding Fort Worth. They came up with a wonderful mission statement. You know what their mission statement is? Preparing all students for success in college, career, and community leadership. We don't have a paragraph-long, run-on sentence mission and vision statement that nobody can remember. We're about preparing all, A-L-L, all students for success in college, career, and community leadership. Because our community today needs leaders in the decades to come, and we really want to invest in you so you can be successful.
I am so excited to get to be a part of this. As those of you in education know, you teach, you train, you plan, and when you get to see the fruition of a plan, it's so wonderful. And this is a piece of that. The mission for Leadership Fort Worth is to connect and empower diverse leaders to create a vibrant community. And as a corollary to that, one of the things we often say is that everyone has a leader inside. So sometimes when you talk about leaders, you think, oh, it's those people with the big titles, or they sit in the big offices, or, you know, we read about them in the newspaper. But that's not true, because leadership is about influencing others, building relationships, and making things happen. And each and every one of you can do that. And that's why this particular project out of our leadership class is so exciting, because we've had the opportunity in conjunction with Dunbar and TCC and the Fort Worth ISD to identify some fabulous kids who do indeed have leaders inside, and they are going to move forward to make a difference in this community. And I can't think of a better place to invest our energies and our efforts. The leadership class is made up of individuals from all different parts of Fort Worth who come together and look at the issues that impact Fort Worth, that maybe need a little attention so that we will be even better than we already are, because we know Fort Worth is fabulous. And so we have groups each year that work on a variety of different topics. This year we have people working on transit and on providing mobile food pantries in areas that are food deserts, and building a micro park for neighborhood revitalization, and some really cool things. This particular project is an example of a commitment that we have every year, and that is to be sure that one of those issues we address is education in one way or another, because we think that public education is the bedrock of democracy. And so it is critical for those of us who have influence and relationships with others in the community that we make sure that we know what's going on in public education and support that. And it is such an honor to get to do this in conjunction with TCC, which has such amazing programs, and with partners with Leadership Fort Worth in a wide variety of ways. My goodness. We had a breakfast for the community last Thursday, and the head of academic affairs, Joy Gates-Black, from TCC, was speaking and was talking along with other presidents of universities about the array of programs that are available. And I heard a woman who's done a lot of work with TCC over the years saying, even I had no idea. This is amazing. So it's a wonderful partnership. The school district is a fabulous partner, and I'm so grateful for the ways that they allow us to work and interact with them. We get to work with 8th graders across all of the middle schools in the district, and they are phenomenal kids. And some of them go on to become the 9th graders that get selected for this program in the future. That will be fun to see happen, and that's an honor to get to do. Dunbar hosted our leadership class earlier this year and gave us a chance to be inspired with what is happening there, and we continue to be as we meet you students here today. So Leadership Fort Worth is very excited about this, thrilled to be a part of it, and thank all of you for being a part of it with us.
Okay, very good. Now we are at the point of the program where I'm gonna do an overview of the program in just a moment. I realize that we have some student volunteers that may need to leave or may, so I'm gonna, if you need to, if you want to leave at this time, if you need to, I know some of our students needed to leave, then you can, and thank you for your service. I want to acknowledge the group of people that have been working very hard on helping to put this program together. I first want to acknowledge just the Visions Unlimited team. If you'll just stand real quick, because these are the persons that will work with your students on South Campus, advisors and financial aid, and the registrar's office, and people that will do the work behind the scenes to make sure you're successfully enrolled. And also I want to call each Leadership Fort Worth, the management team that actually has been working. They adopted this as their project out individually. So when I call your name, just stand up and wave at the folks so everybody will know who you are and how wonderful you are. Dr. Eric Jackson, Berty Magana, Harall Edwards, Steve Kaufman, Rita Waters, Stephanie Coulter, and Troy Okerley was not able to be with us. Now, there's a funny story about Troy, but we're not going to put his business out there about his last name, how he captured his wife with a different last name. He told her a different last name because it's hard to pronounce. But anyway, he's unable to be with us tonight. But we do want to acknowledge that he has very much so contributed to this and will serve as a mentor and a leader. What I want to say real quickly about this group is they've not only adopted this as a one-time project, they have committed to serve as an advisory board. So everybody, that deserves an applause. Far beyond the requirements of their Leadership Fort Worth project planning. And they have all unanimously stated, we want to be the first mentors in this program, and we want to help recruit other mentors. So that also deserves a round of applause. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay, so let's learn a little bit more about the program real quickly. I promise that this will be brief, and then we can get ready to close out, okay? But I want to just kind of talk to the parents and to the students about some of the components of the program and what we will be doing over, actually, some of you will be in the program 1 year. Some of you could potentially be in the program longer. It just depends. We're going to be working with you where your progress is. We're going to support you all of the way, but the ultimate goal of the program is to transition you into a dual credit program, which means you will actually attend high school and college at the same time. You'll earn college credit and high school credit at the same time. That's our goal, students. So first, I always have to acknowledge our campus leadership. You've been introduced to all of them, but this is our South Campus leadership, and so all of these people are very much so in support of the program. We couldn't do what we do as leadership on campus without our administrative leadership that helps to fuel us and support us. So this is a wonderful collaboration you've heard between 3 entities. I call us now the Super Friends. Do you remember the Super Friends cartoon where they all put their fists in the middle and something illuminated and magical things happened and they were able to defeat any person that was trying to thwart their goal? Well, that's what we are. All 3 of these entities have come together to design a custom program to help students. So basically what we want to do is create pathways to a secure future. So now you're in high school. So what we want to do in this program is provide access to resources, remove any barriers that you may have in your way, provide you access to mentors. We have some very smart and very just esteemed people that have already volunteered to be mentors that will help you and guide you and adopt you as individuals, especially according to your career pathway that you may be thinking about. We want to match you with someone that may be already doing that job so that you will have good advice and good support. And of course, we want you to come to college, and there are many pathways in college. We have lots of different programs, as it was mentioned before. And of course, we want a good career, right? We want a good paying job. That's one of the goals, correct? And that leads to success, happy home, family, career, all of those things. So you all have been identified by your high school counselors. Is Miss Regina still in the room? I know she left just a moment ago, but if she comes back, we'll have to be sure. I think she had to take a call. We'll be sure that, I know you all students know who Miss Williams is, but I want to make sure everybody else acknowledged her. Our initial pilot would be at Dunmore High School only, but we're hopeful that this expands to other high schools. And even this program serves as a model for other dual credit programs, even on other campuses at TCC. So here's some potential high schools because South Campus already serves these high schools. And so there's your little cobblestone pathway there. Myself and Ms. Davis, whom you've met, we are the persons that will be of the project oversight. It's grant funded through the Fort Worth ISD. Yay! Okay. So that means, students, for you and your families, you don't have to pay anything to be part of this program. I want you to remember these dates, students. The program will start on June 13th. You have a week to kind of relax after you get out of high school, and then on the 13th, you'll start coming to South Campus. Transportation will be provided by Fort Worth ISD from your home school, Dunbar High School, and you'll come every day for 4 days for 3 weeks. And then it'll be over for this particular part of the program on the 30th. So guess what? You get to have a wonderful 4th of July and take a little bit of a break before you return back to school. Here's what we'll do. It'll be 36 hours. We're going to start this out as a continuing education course. It's not a credit course, but you'll get a lot of tools in your tool belt because we're trying to build you into taking the credit courses and dual credit. So you'll have an hour and a half of instruction. You'll have a lunch that will be paid for, and Ms. Davis has assured me that these are going to be great lunches. And then you'll have another hour and a half of instruction after that. And then you'll be finished for the day, and the buses will take you back to Dunbar or to your home. But Fort Worth ISD will provide that. The academic curriculum, what we're going to be focusing on is career exploration, career assessment. We're going to be doing a lot of battery tests that you would pay hundreds of dollars outside of this program to take, but they're free for you. At TCC, we're going to give those to you for free. And then we'll be preparing and talking to you and preparing you for a test called the TSI test. That's our entry test into TCC. All students take that. So that's our goal, is to prepare you. So we'll start doing some nuggets there because that's what you'll need to enter dual credit. So we'll be trying to assess where you are and help you with anything that you need to get where we need to be. Your instructor of the program is going to be Ms. Ladoris Pope. Ladoris, stand up. This is the person that will teach you for this 36-hour period, for this 3-week period. So the next year, we will look at rising juniors and seniors. Some of you are going, many of you were wanting you to continue the next summer, and we focus on leadership and college coursework, trying to, again, continue to build on that. And the third year would be, for sure, we want you to transition into college coursework. Now, some of you will transition into dual credit at different times. Some of you may transition after this summer. So that's part of what we're going to do, is assess where you are. And if you're ready to transition, we're going to all cheer and say, yay. And if you're not quite ready, we're still going to cheer and say, okay, yay, let's keep working. Okay, and we're going to keep working until we're able to transition. So one of the wonderful partnerships, another partnership that we've developed, and this program, Mentor 2.0, is only at Dunbar High School. So again, I applaud Dunbar High School for having this program with big brothers and big sisters. These folks, through this program, they're going to have a weekly class with you. It won't disturb your current schedule, and you will be mentoring or receive mentoring from a community member. Some of these folks that we just talked about on our advisory board, as well as it could be other community members as well. And so the curriculum for that first year is self-advocacy and envisioning success, and then later years college options. So they're going to work with you once a week while you're away from TCC South. During the school year, there's something already built in at your school that you don't have to travel to go to, that will be there for you every week. Doesn't that sound good? Yeah. So you don't even have to travel anywhere to do that. And so we'll work in collaboration, and every now and then, probably about once a month, we'll bus you out here to TCC and have some we're going to have a wonderful event. Maybe you all can help plan some of these events. And another thing that we're going to want to work with you on is this program is committed to community service. So we will do probably we'll build together a service learning project that likely we will do in the spring, okay, in the community. So, any questions? Does it sound like something we want to sign up for? Yes? Yes. any questions that you may have. And then, or if you want to do it individually, does anybody have any burning questions just based on what we saw? Anything from the parents or the students? No questions? Not one? So it's free, transportation, good food. Sounds like a place I want to be. So we'll talk more with you all individually. We will hang out with the Visions team to talk more with you if you have any questions you'd like to ask us one-on-one, okay? Thank y'all for your time. We are now ready, and see, we're going on schedule, very good. Now we will have closing remarks from Ms. Berty. It's going from Leadership Fort Worth, will provide us with those, and then we will hang out and ask questions. One thing I want to say too is the information tables over there, our Family Empowerment Center, our CIE, our Community Industry Education Program here at TCC, our Stars and Trio program, and we have some information from our TCC Foundation, and also Mr. Ford, are you here, Mr. Tom Ford, our dean that is over this wonderful building, has provided some information about, this is the technology building, okay? So if you have an interest in technology, construction management, automotive, help me Tom, electronics, any of those types of things, they have wonderful handouts of possible degree pathways and certificates for you, because this is a very cutting edge building. All the new modern technology is in here. We wanted you to know what programs are being offered. And that's just the programs at TCC in this one building. So anyway, we'll be here.
We have information from Fort Worth.
Yes, I'm sorry, forgive me. Fort Worth ISD also has an information table. So please peruse that before you leave. Take anything that you think that you may want to read or review later. And please take advantage of the information that's being presented or available to you. Any other questions? Did I cover everything? Teams, visions, leadership for work? Are we good, everybody? Okay.
So how's everybody feeling right now? Yes, you have a good evening? We are so happy that you were able to come. Thank you for being patient at the beginning with the little schedule, but we are so happy that you're here. And we really hope that all the students will be part of the program, because we will be very involved in the process, and we will help you while you're in high school, while you're attending college. We really want to help you be successful.